What is up, everybody? This is Tech is Bad. My name is Peter Paris. I am joined again by Mr. Ed Hughes,
What is up?
and we are breaking the news that tech is very, very bad. Thank you for joining me this week.
But of course, sir, I do all I can. And I
You,
can all I do.
you're like a Marine, you know? You be all that you can be.
Yes, the
Um,
few, the proud,
the
the
Ed.
Ed.
You're
Yes.
strong people, the Eds. There's you, there's, Ed Cranepool.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, it's Ed.
Ed Hardy?
Then there's Ed and Eddie. That you got the
Yes.
trifecta right there.
Of course. The
You guys just
gang.
do good things all the time, man. Well, I am glad I have the OG Ed, as we like to call you,
Mm,
um,
you do call me
Ed.
that.
Yeah, people think it's weird, but you know what? It's worth it. Um, I am so glad I have you on the show today here, because well, if I can find my topics, I want to hear your opinion on just a myriad of things.
Okay. Okay. You got
Um,
things you want to talk about.
hmm Actually, how about my first topic be the iOS Notes app? How about we find a brother's notes?
The Notes app. I like my Notes app.
I do. It usually works, but my okay. Here we go. There we go. There. All of the stories come up in there.
Wait, so is the
Beautiful,
story
beautiful
about the
glory.
Notes app, or you're just going into your notes
Oh
right
no,
now?
I'm going into my notes, but I wanted to call an audible and make the story about the Notes app because
That'd
I
be
couldn't find
intense.
my note. Okay. Now, and so your boy, the Zuck, if you will,
mm,
Facebook is going nuclear, banning all news posts in Australia. This is reporting by Ars Technica,
what?
but apparently there's a whole lot of legislation and whatnot. And Australia is just a weird country when it comes to media and banning things. And they banned Tyler the Creator. I don't even think you can watch anime in Australia. It's weird.
I didn't wait. What? Really? I didn't know Australia was all about banning things.
Oh yeah, but Australia bans everything. They're not. They're. It's like red state the country. Um,
Damn.
but yeah, Facebook has gone nuclear on its long running battle with the Australian government over news content. Australia is considering legislation that would require Facebook to pay to link Australian news stories. In response, Facebook has announced a wide ranging ban on users linking Australian news content. Uh, the ban means that Facebook users in Australia can no longer make posts that link to news articles, either in the Australian meteor or
The
internationally.
media.
Meanwhile, users outside of Australia can't post links to Australian news sources either. I added the either there. I feel like the original editor should have put an either in. Be cognizant of your readers
Yes.
and the fact that we will get confused. The ban has already gone into effect, as I discovered when I tried to post a link to the Sydney Morning Herald on Facebook. And in the article, they post a little photo of what it looks like when you try to post a news story from Australia. And it says, this post can't be
What
shared.
happens?
And in the little text box, it says, in response to the Australian government legislation, Facebook restricts the posting of news links in all posts from news pages in Australia globally. The posting and sharing of news links from Australian publications is restricted. So yeah, Facebook puts it all out on Front Street
What?
right there. They basically say the same thing three times that Australian posting is restricted. They just say it a different way each time, but they put at least they put everything on
Wait.
Front
So if
Street.
you're in,
If you are in
yes, they
Australia,
do for
well,
real.
I guess regardless, you can't post any link to an Australian news site on Facebook, or whether you're in Australia or outside of Australia, it's just not going to work.
That's so
It's a
ass
no for me, dog.
backwards,
It's
mate.
weird, but this is a rare time where I kind of see Facebook's point. I mean, it's like, bro, I'm not paying your government money to link stories to private news sites. Like, I'm sorry, is there like some sort of
Mm-hmm.
collusion
Mm-hmm.
between like private journal publications and the Australian government? Like, what type of drug
Oh.
dealer mentality type shit is that? Like, come on. But yeah, this is I actually do appreciate how explicit Facebook is because usually when stuff like this happens, you get a pop up message saying, "Oh, due to regional conditions, this feature has been limited for certain functions." But Facebook's basically just like, "Yeah, no,
Yes.
Australia's wild and man, they want us to give them money. Can you?" It's like you're getting the news from like some dude on the corner. They're just all
It's
out
like, oh, you
front
want
with
to
it.
tell me that? Nah, can't do it. Can't
They're
do it.
leaving.
I ain't
Facebook
no
is leaving.
snitch, and it's like it's just news.
It's just news, bro. Facebook is leaving nothing for interpretation. They're just like, "Yo, it's Australia's fault, bro. If you want to get mad at those dudes. Don't look it over
Hmm.
here. Me and my lizard skin."
Don't look over here. Yeah,
Um,
really.
but yeah, so
Just trying to make my scales shiny, dog.
for real, so this is a rare time where I'm actually going to side with Facebook. Is this the first time on the podcast I've sided with Facebook? I think it is.
Probably they're pretty bad.
Very mostly the
They've
Lizard King
added a lot of
himself.
bad to the tech.
Mm. When I
Indeed.
say Lizard King, I don't mean the awesome skateboarder Lizard King. I literally mean the overlord of all reptiles, Mark Zuckerberg. Lizard King is a
Yes,
very good
right. Of course,
skateboarder.
of course.
Very good skate. Are you
I
familiar with
did not
Lizard
know
King?
that. I gotta
Get
look them up.
get
Not at
familiar.
all.
Get familiar.
Get familiar. Okay.
Great style. I
Shouts
don't think
out to
I
the
don't think the
Lizard
man's ever
King.
worn a shirt in his entire life, in his entire existence.
Huh. I wonder if I guess it's a tribute to Jim Morrison of the Doors,
Uh,
also proclaimed the Lizard King.
Oh, I thought you were going with a shirt thing. I'm like, I think I've seen Jim Morrison in a shirt. I'm just gonna. I mean, granted,
I mean, I haven't seen
I
Jim
would say
Morrison in a
90%
minute.
of the
Yeah.
time he's without a shirt.
Jim Morrison.
Um, yeah.
He is dead.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
yes.
know.
I'm sure he's clothed now, but when you think of archival footage, I'm sure the average would weigh to
He's like
shirtless.
50-50. Mm,
Yeah. Okay, I could give you that. I could give you that. I'll give you that.
thank you.
Also, he was like 27. Like, why the hell was 27 back then? Like 50. Like it
The
was just
club,
different.
man. The 27 Club.
But it's like, dude, I
Why was
didn't
2750?
did we did not look like him when we were 27, man. Like what the hell? Like I feel like he looked like he had like 6 kids
Yeah.
and worked the factory job. Like I feel like everyone that like 27 in the 70s is different from 27 now.
Yeah. I don't know why that is. I don't know. We're just big kids, man. We're just big
Yes.
kids.
I think
Don't
just
see ourselves that way.
the I can't use the word the the flowerization of the generations. It happens each generation. We just become weaker than our dads and vice versa. Like our sons probably won't even
Oh
be able to
no.
open a jar of peanut butter. I'm going to be honest with you. So yeah, I mean, to wrap up the Facebook thing, Facebook is also sought to distinguish itself from Google, the other technology giant targeted by the proposed Australian law.
Okay.
Google search is inextricably intertwined with news, and publishers do not voluntarily provide their content, Facebook claimed. On the other hand, publishers willingly choose to post news on Facebook, as it allows them to sell more subscriptions, grow their audience, and increase advertising revenue. So Facebook is basically saying, yo, y'all news sources are using us, so we can't use them. That's effed up, G. That's a quote by Mark Zuckerberg and the CFO of Facebook. Oh,
That's
there's
messed
a
up,
N word in
G.
there too. They dropped the not a hard R. They just put
Whoa.
the A. Not a hard R.
Mark.
They're just
Mark.
he was feeling himself.
Okay. You're on thin ice though.
So yeah, this is we'll see if Australia calms down, but I doubt it because Australia's never been Australia. They got a whole lot of they got stuff to work out. Everything there is trying to kill them. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it plays out.
Tensions are high. They can be stubborn.
Mm. So Ed,
We'll
what
see.
else?
We'll see,
What
man.
you got going down, man?
Oh, okay. Let me take a look at my notes here. Okay. I got a story for you. And no, this ain't Fast and the Furious 3. We're not talking about Tokyo Drift. We're talking about controller drift.
Oh
baby.
no!
Oh yes.
No.
And people are pissed.
The much less dangerous but just as sexy
Mm-hmm.
issue of controller drift.
Exactly.
Mhm.
PS5, nonetheless. Dual Sense controller that they released with the PS5.
Oh no! So you these shiny new dual senses. You're telling me that
Yeah, man.
this is the device with the controller drift? I thought you were going to talk about like a Nintendo Switch Joy-Con or something.
No, no, no. This is new. This is
Uh,
news, baby.
oh
The
man.
DualSense controller drift. A
Oh
class
god.
action lawsuit has been filed against Sony.
No.
And this is coming from IGN.
So I guess the early adopters of the dual sense didn't have much sense.
Hmm. Yeah! Puts on the
I hate
sunglasses.
myself. Okay,
Hmm.
so yes, class action lawsuit.
Yes, a U.S. law firm has filed a class action lawsuit against Sony, alleging that the PS5 DualSense controller is defective due to drift, and that Sony was aware of the problem and kept it a secret. Naughty, naughty Sony! Come on,
Yeah.
man, you've been
Not a naughty
caught.
dog, a naughty sody.
Naughty Sony. Can you
Yeah.
imagine, like, finally getting a PS5 and like thoughts and prayers for anyone who like actually was desperate enough to like they had to go through a scalper, to get it, right?
Mhm.
They get this new shiny PS5, you fire it up, you load up your potentially new favorite game, you know, with the best graphics. You design your avatar, the story is gripping, the graphics are top tier, and then all of a sudden you notice something's a little off. Things are happening and you're not even like doing anything on the controller. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have no sympathy and I don't feel bad at all. Fuck those people and fuck Sony for being early adopters and Sony for selling it to them. I bought a PS4 in 2013, early adopter, got it on launch day, took it out of the box,
Mhm.
ready to have an amazing immersion experience of wonder and enjoyment. I load
Yes.
everything up. I start using it, and my controller doesn't even work out of the box. This is the PS4, brand new, just doesn't work. All right, I call
What?
up Sony, and they're
What do you
like,
mean it doesn't work?
just doesn't fucking work. Like you plug it in, and it works connected on the USB, the micro USB, but as soon as you plug it out, it just doesn't work. At first, you're thinking, whoa, are these controllers not wireless? Do they only work
There's no
wired or
way.
something? Like this is weird. Like why would they be going backwards? And then you call Sony, and Sony's just like, yeah, and then that's it. That's
Eh,
literally what Sony
sorry.
does. So yeah, I have no sympathy for you people. For any of you early adopters, this is specifically why I did not purchase a PlayStation 5. Also, what you're going to spend two thousand
Well, let's
dollars
not
to
let's
play Spider Man? Like, let's be real here. Second,
let's
of
not
course
attack
they
the
knew
people
about
that
it.
bought the PS5. They
No,
are not the
no,
guilty ones here.
no,
Sony is the guilty one.
they are guilty. No, I get to judge
What
how
is
these
wrong
people
with
spend their
you?
money. I get to judge how these people spend their money, all right? And you know what? And
Okay. All right. Yes.
half these
Okay.
people probably bought it off
Mhm.
of a scalper to begin with. You know what I'm saying? These aren't even I mean, they're legit purchases, but Jesus Christ, you're like you're giving the scalpers a reason to do the things that they do. Um Okay, but I'll dial back. All I'm saying is do not be surprised when this happens to early adopters and the early runs of consoles because what they want to do is they want to make money and they want to get it out of the door. And it's literally the first
Yeah.
line of product that they are manufacturing. This is the first time they've done this shit. They've never done it before. So there's going to be some bumps along the way. Like when you get the first batch of a product, it's how it is, bro.
Well, I think the
It's how it
goal of a
is.
company should be, get things ready, then roll it out, so you don't get sued, which is what's happening.
Yeah. But the thing is, this has always been the thing. And okay, let's say they get a class action lawsuit. Is this really going to put a dent in
Yeah.
Sony's pocket? Like, let's see. Delve into this class action lawsuit, Ed. You know the facts.
Okay.
Educate me.
Well, let's talk about controller drift first.
Educate me.
I will. I will. Ooh, that's good. Actually, I like
Yeah,
that.
see what I did there.
I like that. What is controller drift? It's a defect that results in characters or gameplay moving on the screen without the user command or manual operation of the joystick. So the lawsuit is alleging that this drift is happening and that Sony has, in quotes, at all relevant times, end quotes, been aware of the problem with drift. The suit also alleges that Sony's options for controller repair are limited. This is the thing that's really pissing me off. This is your experience that you had with Sony. Okay, people are calling. Of course, so many people are experiencing this problem that the support line that they are eventually directed to, they get on it and they have to wait and like on hold forever. And when they finally get to the agent that they're supposed to speak to, specifically regarding the drift, um, they can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Fix your
Smack
bad
it
piece
around
of
a little bit.
equipment? Yeah, just like, yeah, no, plug it in and plug it back out. But sir, it's wireless. Yeah, just do it, stupid.
Just do it. Come
Um,
on.
come on. Yeah. So, uh,
And drift,
yeah.
so drift usually is something that like experiences over time.
Mhm.
But there are reports of people experiencing drift the same day that they purchase the PS5, which it's like, oh man, like that really sucks.
Yeah.
That's what one of the plaintiffs, his name is Lamarck. What is his name? Lamarck something.
Mhm.
Lamarck Turner. Lamarck Turner bought his PS5 and the same freaking day the controller was just like all over the place. I wouldn't know what to do, honestly.
Yeah.
It
Look,
ruined my day.
sorry, I have no sympathy for these people. The only way this issue can be solved is if we stop being early adopters for broken products. The only way companies learn is if you hit them in their wallet. And yeah, I feel bad for the people that bought it and they couldn't play their game. But then again,
Yes.
I'm feeling bad for people with expendable income during a pandemic trying to play video games. You know what I'm saying? Like there's levels to this. Okay, it's like, yes, I feel bad for you, but you you're probably gonna eat dinner tonight. So I'm
The
not
tech
I'm
is
I'm not
bad,
gonna
Peter.
lose
The
sleep over
tech
you.
is bad.
The tech is bad, and I am angry at the tech.
Good.
I think it's because I've been burned and I know the tech is bad that I expect everyone to have my same rationale, but everyone has to learn. This is like a sobering reality of technology. But it's been like
Mm,
this
mm. Okay,
since the
well,
jump. Since the jump, folks. This is what happens when you buy an early look, are we going to pretend like we never heard of a Red Ring of Death? Wasn't it like more than half? It was like a good 70% of first generation Xbox 360s just failed. They will fail. My PS3 had a Yellow Light of Death.
something
That was
like
a
that.
launch edition. It's like these consoles are always just utter garbage. Like I'm not saying on a technological level, like in terms of them doing the things that they do. I'm talking about them as literally a piece of physical equipment that can last for a long time. That's not their specialty, especially the PS5. The thing looks like an art museum vagina or something. Like it's got like
It
weird
does. It does.
angles and it's just like I either want to write like a 5-page thesis on it and my manhood, or like I want to just unplug it because I feel like it's like sending me to Skynet. It's a weird enigma of a machine. So something like that, especially, I want to wait till like the PS5 Slim or something, Like, come on,
The
what's
slim, yes.
what's gone down? I feel like they're really gonna nail it on the second iteration,
Well,
but
I'm curious to see how the lawsuit turns out. Like you said before, Nintendo Switch, their controllers have also been like reported having drift,
mhm,
and they were also sued, but they settled in arbitration outside. And I think Sony was probably hoping for that as well, like just pay people off
mhm,
so that they're not as angry. But they're really pushing for a trial with like an actual jury and all the works. So
mhm,
we'll see, brother. I don't know.
yeah. It's just look, I don't remember controller drift being a thing during the PS2 or PS3. Like, why is this becoming more and more of a let's just, hey guys, let's get our shit together. How about that? How about
I don't
that?
know.
Crazy, right? Company like Fortune 500 companies, make products that work and don't break. Sorry, I must be like a
What?
maverick here. I know. I'm
What?
taking crazy pills again. Um, well, now that I'm off my meds, um, I wanted
Yes.
to applaud YouTube's new applause feature. Um, so
What? What's this?
So YouTube, the fine folks over at the Tubes, they're announcing a new applause feature that allows users to pay creators directly. It's coming in from Mashable. One of the best YouTube features for creators looking to get paid is the super chat. According to online video giant, YouTube will soon expand ways for YouTubers to monetize their content, which is a brand new applause feature. Currently, viewers can give one-off payments to their favorite YouTubers, sort of like a tip to thank them for the content via a super chat. The amount one can make from a
Okay.
super chat is not tied to how many people watch a video, as it is with advertisements. So it enables creators who have a small yet dedicated fan base to earn a decent income. The one issue with super chats is that it's a feature that's available only on live streams. If a creator often uploads pre
Mm,
made edited content like most YouTubers do, they cannot take advantage of the feature. However, that's going to change soon with YouTube's applause feature, which is currently being tested and will roll out broadly to creators later this year. With this feature, YouTubers who are eligible and have monetization enabled will be able to receive one time payments for their viewers for pre recorded content that they've uploaded. And the
what?
article goes on to say more words, but you got the gist of it. So yeah, it's a new way to monetize, to pay their creators. I really shouldn't say a new way to monetize. It's new for YouTube,
Yeah.
but this is pretty interesting because this style is similar to what a lot of the Chinese apps use, like Tencent apps like QQ Music or WeSing and stuff like that.
Really?
It's built tipping is like built in. It's like a normal it's like a more normal thing of their culture. Like for instance, uh their the creators on their WeSing app, like if you like it's like a karaoke app. And if I like what you're singing, I can tip you. I can just give you money and
Sure,
we're just
sure.
random
But this
people.
is it's a pre-recorded video though on there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, on YouTube. So they're bringing like that tipping feature basically to pre-recorded content and
Oh,
video. So it's cool. We're seeing them enable like what's the word? Open the ways in which you can make money on the platform, which is cool. And I
really?
think it'll be good to get U.S. audiences more accustomed to it because it's like a big thing in a lot of Asian countries. It's like it's a normal thing. Like they don't a lot of them don't make money from like the typical subscription models that we do.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, we'll see. I like it. I do. The only thing is, yeah, it'll let YouTubers with smaller but dedicated fan bases make money. But from
Right.
the article, it still said you had to be eligible. So I think you still have to be like a YouTube partner. So you'll still
Sure.
have to have a certain criteria of subscribers and whatnot.
You gotta
There's
build
still
that
a hurdle.
community. You gotta put in the work
Yeah, but I
before
mean,
you
even
can
if
get.
you but from the way they were making it sound, they made it sound like, even if you have a small but dedicated fan base, you can still make money. I
Hmm.
mean, that's half
Okay.
true. You can have it can only be small enough to the point where you're eligible to be a YouTube partner. It can't be a small dedicated fan base. It has to be a small big enough that your fan base is at least eligible for the YouTube partnership program.
Ah, I see. Okay. Well, it sounds cool though.
Mhm.
YouTube takes a 30% cut. Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, of course. They're gonna get their money.
Bitches.
Sundar Pichai is gonna get his chai lattes every day. You think Sundar Pichai drinks chai?
Yes. Now that you've said it out loud, yes.
Yeah. It's
Sundar
like,
Pichai.
yeah.
Jai.
He's definitely got his own chai latte in the Google campus, like
Oh,
at
of
the
course.
downstairs, they have their own Google coffee shop and it's got like their own Google names like, oh, this is the Gmail macchiato or something. Sundar Pichai has got his own chai latte named after him, you know. You know it.
The G Macchiato.
Yeah. Hey, any Google employees that work, just send in a photo of your coffee menu. We know it's a thing. Don't
I bet
fuck
he
with
gets a
us.
dirty chai.
Oh, he definitely gets a dirty chai. Definitely gets a dirty chai. Sorry, I should have mentioned. You're right. He definitely gets a dirty chai. Um, Now with the applauses, they're
Mhm.
in certain tiers, and they have animated applauses as well. So when the feature is activated on the YouTube channel, an applaud button shows up below a video. When a viewer clicks on it, they're given the option to tip the video's creator via a one-time $2, $5, $10, or $50 payment. Once the user pays, they will see an applause animation over the video. A comment will also be posted to the video, letting the creator know they uploaded the video. And they look pretty cool. They're like these
Hmm.
little animations. So users can
Yeah,
spend up to
that's cute.
$500 per day on super chats and applause. YouTube takes, yeah, that 30. Sundi is taking that 30% cut of revenue from both features.
Good
So,
golly, who's doing this? Who's tipping? Who's gonna be
people
tipping? I
People
don't know.
people will do it, you know. You're gonna upload some Slim Daddy Big Buck things like from you're gonna screen record your Twitch, you're gonna put it on YouTube, then people are gonna want to applaud you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, "Holy shit, this is the best playthrough of Alien Isolation I've ever
Ever.
fucking seen." And yes, they're gonna swear, they're gonna flip things and
Oh
throw
no,
things in their nearby vicinity
that's
because they love
exciting.
your content that much.
I guess I would say it makes more sense to have the tipping for like live things to me. You know,
Yeah.
you like what you see, like you see things happen. I don't know. It just that makes
I
more sense
mean,
than like after the fact being like, yeah, okay.
yeah, it makes more sense after the fact, but I'm sure you like if someone just sent you $5 on something you made a year ago, that'll make some good sense to you in that moment too. You know, you're not going to be like,
I do like
you
money.
know, this $2,000 it really doesn't make sense. You know, at a certain
But I
point,
guess I'll take it.
it just is what it is. Um,
Okay.
where's my video? Okay, I lost my browser window. I'm not used to going to Brave browser. Like I don't know where I am. This is weird. Like
It's
in a
testing
weird
you.
part
It's
of
making you
town.
braver.
I guess it's got like a lion for the. Whoever heard of Brave browser? Have you ever heard of Brave browser? Like what the? Who uses? Hey, if anyone uses Brave browser, please message me on any social media platform. What the hell is Brave? I swear to God, this is like a browser for ISIS or something. Like who uses it? Like why are you here? Why are you a
I
thing?
hope not.
I mean, I don't hate it. It's just I just
Can't
don't see your
imagine
function, bro.
ISIS listening to us.
Yeah. Hey, look, someone's got to listen. um, uh,
Yeah, yeah, sure.
let's see here, but yeah. So we'll see. We'll. I'm excited. I want to see these people making the monies. So Edward, what else you
Yeah,
got?
you're right. You're right. As long as we're getting more money to these creators, you're right. Getting money to the creators is good.
Mhm. But then again, is it? Because if there's
Indeed.
one thing Biggie said, it's more money, more problems. So
Ooh, the Biggie Smalls.
you know, but we'll
I
see. We'll
don't
see.
know.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
um,
Okay, I got things. I got something else to talk about. And the title of this article is a little wacky. So I'm gonna read it like a shock jock or like a dude doing promotion for like a toy in the '90s.
go right ahead if you want to do the entire podcast like that. Be my guest.
The latest wild idea for space exploration?
Whoa!
Robots made from hunks of ice,
Hey,
baby. Ice, ice, baby. Doom, 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 doom. I don't get paid enough for this.
yeah, you really do
Just
not
gonna say that.
for your
This
talents.
is coming from
Mm,
digitaltrends.com. Researchers from the GRASP lab, that's General Robotics Automation Sensing and Perception, at the University of Pennsylvania have come up with a concept that may have once sounded like a science fiction, but now they're saying it's just common sense, man.
mm,
That's right. Now, this article has some questionable material in it. Otherwise,
okay.
I might have put it as like, who we gonna spare?
Oh, I
Um,
see. Okay.
but we'll see. You know,
Questionable in terms of it has a side of good. I thought you were gonna say questionable as in like I don't know. There's some
like
not
that kind of
suitable for work
questionable
material in
content.
here.
They're revolutionizing robotics, but they don't like Jews. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's the weirdest thing. We're not comfortable with it,
No,
but we're just
no,
reporting here. So
no.
yes.
You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean when we get into it.
Okay.
Um, So NASA has spent billions of dollars sending robots to space. Lunar rovers, Curiosity, and
It's like all they do. It's like all NASA does is send shit to
what else?
space.
What else do you do?
You know,
And these things, I mean, the vehicles they make are pretty durable, um, but there is a limit to their survivability. Curiosity got severe tire damage while making its way across the surface of Mars. The long-running Opportunity mission,
crazy. It's
it
almost
went
like it
dark.
was on the surface of Mars or something.
Crazy. What? Like, I thought they had roads up there.
Mhm.
So, Opportunity went dark for good following a dust storm in 2018,
Mhm.
and its identical twin Spirit was pronounced dead in 2011.
See, why do they give these rovers like these
It
like
makes you feel
names?
bad.
Exactly. Oh, Hope is dead. Spirit is
The
gone.
Spirit.
Just name the thing H12200. All right. So when the thing checks out, it doesn't have to sound like the end of like a Stephen Hawking novel. Like Jesus Christ.
It makes it makes
All
the
hope is
NASA people work harder because they're like they hope that one day that they will go up and recover these robots that we've
oh my
sent up
god.
to die.
why don't they just name it after their dogs then? You'll work harder, all right?
That's true. It's a Spot. They should send a Spot robot up there.
Mhm. But yes, continue.
So yes, Spirit was pronounced dead in 2011 following a sandstorm. Pour one out for the homies,
For the
of
homie,
course.
Spirit.
And the article describes how the robots themselves, while only costing millions to make, a mere millions,
Just a cool
mere
mill.
millions, it overall costs billions to send them to the outer worlds, planets, moons, and such. But if your robot experiences stuff on Mars, those billions go to waste. And
Hmm.
AAA hasn't made it up there yet, so they can't just fix these things.
Shit.
I know.
Wait, so like I have comprehensive coverage? Like I can't just
Nah,
no,
man.
damn it.
Nah, don't do it.
Damn it.
Mm. So that's the main reason researchers want to build modular robots that can repair or otherwise augment themselves in scenarios where shipping in a replacement simply isn't feasible, from cost and logistics and perspective. Um, they could even, in theory, build this is from the article directly, they could even, in theory, build replicas of themselves or other robots entirely. To do this, they would utilize local materials like, say, ice on the ice moon. Enter IceBot.
Why does that sound like the coolest thing ever? Ice on the Ice Moon. I feel like that should be like a Toonami special that like
Ice
spans like 6 episodes.
starring IceBot.
Yeah.
Sounds like a transformer. It does.
Mhm.
Or like a Mega Man villain or something.
Oh yeah, I could
IceBot.
see that.
Um, so the proof of concept they've put out is a two-wheeled robot. It looks like an ice cube on wheels, basically. And they said that our intent with this technology is to advance the self-repair, self-recognition, and self-replication capabilities of exploration robots. In making a robot like this, we are one step closer to a true self-replicating system. And this is
Hmm.
where
I don't
I
like how
go.
that sounds.
No, that's where you go record scratch. Wait a minute. Do we want these robots just being like, we're gonna record, like we're gonna make robots? We're gonna
No,
just
you that's how it goes wrong. What it's little well crap, what movie was it? Or video game where the robots started making the robots? It's almost like every robot movie.
yes. And that's the thing. They're not just saying like, let's make robots make more robots. It's let's make robots make more robots and improve upon themselves and
Like
get
that
better,
like
and stronger. Ooh.
yeah, exactly. They'll make a better robot than we could have ever made of it. Like this is we don't learn from the past. Like I can't think of a better. Don't we talk about this almost every single week?
Yes,
Like
it's
almost
something
every
everyone needs
single
to
week.
know about. Everyone should be afraid constantly.
Exactly. I'm impressed that we haven't destroyed ourselves as like a society yet. Like
Yeah, we're
that
doing
the
okay.
robot apocalypse hasn't happened yet. Um Now, if we're yes, well, I talked about we were talking about this with the artificial intelligence. I'm trying to
Mhm.
remember which one specifically, but it was like the AI. Like, there's no such thing as artificial intelligence. It's just intelligence, and intelligence can grow
Yes.
and learn like our intelligence does. So it's the same thing with these robots.
Duh.
They're going to learn more, and they're going to learn to replicate better. All right, and then we are living in service to them. It's that simple. Because the
But
thing
it's
is,
it's
if you
okay.
can if you can make yourself the top of the food chain, why the hell wouldn't you? We did. All right. Like, we don't have the biggest claws and jaw strength and teeth, but we used our brains and we used tools and we did things to figure it out. All right. Now, it's the
Yes, we
s-
did.
same thing's gonna happen with a robot. It's gonna make like a photon blaster out of its like arm, you know, and like we don't even know like what
We
type of
can't deal
energy
with
the
that.
thing's using. We're trying to get like we're using fossil
Nope.
fuels and we got gunpowder. This thing's like blasting out energy at the speed of light, and we like, come on, bro. Like, what the hell?
That's fast. So, but okay. So I think the scientists are being smart because this is just a test run, okay? Theoretically, okay? All right. Here's what they're doing. This is my
Theoretically, okay.
theory.
This is how it
Make
starts.
make the robots able to improve upon themselves, okay, but make them from ice. So the moment there's any kind of whiff of an uprising,
Hmm.
just turn on the heat. Just turn on the heat.
Yeah,
What you gonna do then? We will kill
until
these robots with hair dryers.
until the robots figure out a way to like make their ice non-meltable ice, or like or
Shit.
or or they find out a way to like break our radiation systems like to where like our heaters don't work. They'll
Oh
figure it out, Ed.
no.
They are smarter than us. Like
Nah, they
this is
dumb.
what everyone is failing to understand. Like, we're looking at it like, oh, we're this advanced species that's like trying to get one over on like a border collie. This isn't a border collie. It's a fucking robot, and it will kill us, and it's smarter than us.
It's a
And
robot.
and if it's not smarter than us now, in 6 months it'll be smarter than us, and then the new robot it created will be even smarter. You know, it's how it goes.
Well, luckily we got we got some time to live our lives. They said this is in the way early stages. Um, they're just testing out ice so that they can potentially send it up into space. We learn more about climate, is what they're saying. And the article ends projects like this are only going to become more important in the pioneer tradition, being able to utilize new local materials for everything from growing food to building habitats. It's a crucial part of surviving and thriving in space.
In
Robots that
space.
don't have to be shipped at vast expense from Earth or wherever they need to go is just one more piece of the puzzle. So they want to be able to send the robot up there and have the robot survive, baby.
Yeah, this isn't going to end well, but I just want to congratulate the scientists. I want to congratulate their ambition, their talent, their
Good job.
ingenuity.
Hey, man.
My only recommendation is probably watch a John Carpenter film, or uh, I don't know. Is it John Carpenter? You're the film guy. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. He's like The Thing or something. Um,
He did the thing. Yes, that's
yeah.
exactly right.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. I know film.
Look
I
at you
know.
knowing things.
I be knowing stuff. Um, so yeah, we'll see how that all turns out. Not good. Uh,
Yeah.
seriously, like, it's like every single week we do the same shit. Um, now something
It's true.
less apocalyptic, but just as evil.
Please.
The Redditor who drove the
Oh
GameStop short
no.
squeeze is being sued. And yes, this still counts as tech, people, because Reddit is tech. All right. Um, Now, one of
Mm.
the most prominent figures on the Wall Street Bet subreddit that sent the GameStop stock skyrocketing has been slapped with a
GameStop stock.
lawsuit. The suit alleges Keith Gill, aka Roaring Kitty, aka Deep Fucking Value, aka Diamond Hands. I added a lot of those AKAs at the end. Is a licensed securities professional
Oh, okay,
instead
okay.
of an amateur investor, and it claims he profited from the GameStop short squeeze by manipulating the market. Now, this is in quotes. Gill's deceitful and manipulative contact not only violated the numerous industry regulations and rules, but also various security laws by undermining the integrity of the market for GameStop shares. The proposed class action lawsuit
Of course.
says he caused enormous losses, not only to those who bought option contracts, but also to those who fell for Gill's act and bought GameStop stock during the market frenzy at greatly inflated prices. GameStop stock rose by over 1,700% during one rally in January as small investors pushed it to a record high of $483. The share price has dropped back down to around $45, while many amateur traders raked in hundreds or thousands of dollars from the GameStop stock. Some hedge funds lost billions as they scrambled to cover the bets against the company. According to the filing, Gill actively worked as a
Okay.
professional in the investment and finance industries for many years. It claims that he holds a number of securities licenses and qualifications, including a chartered financial analyst license. The suit also states that Gill, who is set to testify before the House of Financial Services Committee on Thursday, was previously employed by Massachusetts mutual life insurance company MassMutual as a financial wellness director. Okay,
Okay.
now, basically, the gist of that lawsuit and everything, they're just trying to throw a bunch of words at you, fancy words, which is basically just their dance moves, because it's bullshit. That dude is not a financial advisor. That community, if
No.
you're using that community for financial advice, well, look, I can tell you that if you shoot yourself in the head, it'll kill you. Um, but like you're the type of person who isn't going to listen to other people regardless. Like I could tell you whatever and you're not going to listen.
Yeah.
What you're looking at here is just it's plain old just trying to find a scapegoat as to why hedge funds lost a lot of money. And also it's very
Yep.
patronizing saying he put people at risk, not even thinking that, not even counting the hundreds of people who have made thousands upon thousands of dollars. Um, and also these are
It's just
people.
rich people pissed that these guys figured it out.
Yeah, it's like you're really going after this, but like every piece of media or anything that this person comes out with, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. It looks gross because okay, hedge funds lost billions of dollars. Okay, they still have billions of dollars. They're still making billions of dollars as we speak.
Yes.
Nothing like what is going on?
They're
Like
doing all right.
they're trying to make an example out of this guy as if it's going to change anything, as if it's going to make people scared to trade. This is what the game is, and I'm sorry the people that weren't supposed to win at the game. But the reason why they're throwing out all these terms and saying, "Oh, he was a financial advisor at this place and X," it's to just put a bunch of BS in your head to like to make you think the situation is something that it isn't. None of those other things factored into what this is. This is someone saying they
No.
like a certain stock, and the thing is where it ties into technology is because you can you can look at a subreddit as a hedge fund if you want to. It's a community of people with a similar opinion. It's not, and it just is what it is. It's communication, like that's what's happening in these hedge funds or like these offices, like they have algorithms that go out, like when they see the price of a stock drops by a certain amount, they have triggered algorithms to buy a certain amount of that stock, like they have teams of people
Yeah.
communicating with each other, like buying, like that's all what this is, communication. So now when you have normal people with a with a means of communication, the same like that have communicate like means of communication like you guys have had forever, the institutions have had, now it's not okay. When both sides are playing with fire, now it's not okay. Like you guys can fight with fire, but we have to fight with water, you know? Um it's yeah, it
Ay,
is
ay,
what it
ay.
is.
Bunch of bullshit.
Mm. Um
Boo-hoo, hedge funds.
Yeah, so it's not going to he's nothing's going to happen to the guy because he didn't do anything illegal. And also, look, it's just nothing is going to happen to any hedge funds, anyone that like any of the brokerages that should be in trouble. None of it's going to happen because the the secretary of our Treasury Committee, Janet Yellen, she was already paid off by multiple hedge funds last year. The ex director of the SEC is coaching Vlad Tennant of
Yeah.
Robinhood. on how to
Oh
testify.
god.
Like, the SEC isn't on your side. Like, no
Oh
one
my
is on your side.
god.
Like, this is just all fake. Like, that's what it is. So just try not to get caught up in the fakeness of this.
And the drama.
Yeah.
This ain't reality TV.
Mhm. Uh, how did you spend your millions off the GameStop stock, Ed? I know you made quite a
I bought a
cool.
solid gold violin that I play outside of all the hedge fund buildings, so I
Good.
can they
I'm
can feel
glad.
bad.
Yeah, like, and you no, you
Sounds
bought
terrible.
the world's smallest solid gold violin. I thought.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Mhm.
Way
Like
out of tune. Violins should not be made out of gold.
like who thought this was a good idea?
Very screechy. It's not good. But
Dustin Diamond.
I think it's the gesture, you know? They get it. They get it. And I spent the rest on good quality cocaine.
That, like any American should.
Ah, yes, of
Um,
course.
Also, listen, if there's Wolf of Wall Street taught me nothing about the stock market. I just rewatched Wolf of Wall Street. You don't real It's not that good. It's just like very entertaining of a movie. Like, as a movie, it's not good. Like, the plot is crap. If you watch the movie, they don't tell you anything. And every time they try to explain something, like, literally, like, Leonardo DiCaprio will stop, like, break the fourth wall and is like, "Oh, it doesn't matter. We're making a bunch of fucking
Yeah.
money." Like, there's literally you don't and I realize this rewatching it. They don't explain what is happening at all. You're just watching naked people and people
No,
doing
it's pretty
drugs for like
wacky.
2.5 hours. Like, there's no explanation.
Yep.
It's very light on plot. Like,
Yep.
very light. I just realized that
He's like
recently.
Zach from Saved by the Bell.
Exactly. Yeah. The only thing I
I
learned
bet you're
from
wondering how I got into this scenario.
yeah, yeah, it's like his like nose is in like some stripper's butt crack. It's like, and
Yep.
I ended up here. Um, but it's like
Wow.
what was that? Yeah, the only thing I learned from that movie is Quaaludes are awesome, apparently. And like, if I am ever in
Apparently.
the situation to have a Quaalude, it sounds like I'll have a great time. That's all the Wolf of Wall Street taught me.
You gonna take a
Um,
Quaalude, yeah.
the ludes, as they say. Um, Edward, who are we gonna spare this week, man? I want to spare Deep fucking Value, or well, he will be spared, but please
He will.
just let me know.
I got something for you, and you might have heard this story. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about a man who did what he had to do to get the internet that we all deserve. Have
What
you
do you
heard
do?
about this? One, Aaron Epstein, no relation to Jeffrey. I checked.
Okay.
Spent 10 grand to buy an ad in the Wall Street Journal to tell AT&T CEO that he was unhappy with his internet service.
Wait, how much did he spend?
10 grand.
Worth it.
$10,000 to get an
Worth it.
ad in Wall Street Journal. That's all it takes. And here's the thing. So, I looked into it. His internet service was like really bad though. Like 3
Like, what was his
megabits per
download?
second.
Oh. Ooh,
Yeah.
baby, no. What is he doing?
Oh, like I can't even believe it. I actually did a speed test right before this, um, and I mean I got Spectrum, but my download was at 139 and my upload was at 11, which is what they promised.
Yeah.
That's like what they're like. You can get this, but like AT&T.
Spectrum gang.
I mean like out here, that's pretty much your options. You have AT&T and you have Spectrum, like as
Yeah.
far as I can tell. Uh, so I understand why this guy was like, "What the fuck?" I'm sure he was having to deal with that probably for a while. Uh, so he has me beat now, and I'm sure he's got you beat now because AT&T, after he complained, hooked him up. So
Oh.
he's got fiber connection now to his house.
What? Okay. Oh, so AT&T hooked him up with the fiber.
Yeah, AT&T. So now he has 300 megabits per second going up and down, baby.
Okay. See. Okay, I applaud this dude. First off for
He-
doing it. But then again, so if this guy had $10,000 just chilling in his bank account, ready to take out. Wait. How much was the ad again?
$10,000.
Okay, it was
Oh yeah.
$10,000. Get some fucking five. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe his you're right. The geographic location might hinder him from getting like a better fiber optic ISP or something like
Yes.
that. You know, so I get
Yeah.
it. I
Exactly.
get it.
So the thing is, I mean, this guy, $10,000 probably is. I mean, he's retired
Hmm.
and he's probably bored. So he lives in North Hollywood though. Like he's right down the road.
Oh, he
He's
should be
living.
getting way better speeds in North Hollywood.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But okay, so he's been an AT&T customer for 60 years, and he backs it up.
60 years.
60
Oh, that
years.
dude deserves better. That dude
And
deserves way better. He's
in
been
the
with them
in
through
the
the good and the bad.
in his complaint, he says he's like he's disappointed that the company isn't keeping up with competitors when it comes to his area's internet.
Ooh.
Less than 2 weeks later, that's when AT&T showed up, hooked him up, got at the fiber. Oh my God. Okay, so
See, okay, first off, AT&T, I can already tell they're gonna want to try to get in early and spin this. Like, oh, look what we did for our valued customer. Look, try to PR it. No, bro. This dude has been your
no.
customer for 60 years. This dude shouldn't have been getting 3 megabit anything for any amount of time. Like
So bad.
the cover's blown, bro. Come on. This and you know what made it worse? The guy didn't say he was upset at AT&T. He said he's disappointed that he feels they're not standing up to their
Disappointed.
competitors. He's disappointed in you.
Booms.
He didn't cancel. He didn't switch. He didn't go to fucking Spectrum, okay? He stayed, but he's disappointed. You have to live with that
Yeah.
AT&T.
Apparently the CEO called him personally to like talk to him and be like, "I'm sorry."
It's just like
Also, here's a
he
shitty
just
thing.
uh-huh. It sounded like you're
AT&T
about to say 18s.
said the 18s. Yeah, the 18s were there too. They got him to perform uh in his front yard.
Mhm.
Yes.
We just aged
But no,
ourselves, by the way.
AT&T
But continue. Sorry.
no, 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 no. AT&T said in a statement, they were like, "Oh, we were planning on rolling out fiber optic like internet in that area anyway. Like we were doing it. We were going to do it."
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you were clamoring to get this internet out to the people, AT&T. Mm,
Hmm.
this guy
Yeah.
just called you out.
Yeah. We were gonna do it like the $10,000 dollar ad in the newspaper had nothing to do with it. We promise. We were like
Hmm.
totally gonna do it right after I heat up this burrito. I promise it was gonna happen, bro.
Gonna get to it.
Yeah. Um,
So he got his internet. The question is like, what are the rest of us supposed to do? You know?
yeah, I don't have $10,000. Well, I mean, not for AT&T. I need like
No.
life and
And the internet has
rent.
become a necessity. And I mean it's becoming a basic right.
Actually, proponents of net neutrality would say otherwise. And I'm looking at you, Mr. Ajit Pai, bitch,
Bitch.
who
I'm
should
just
be in
saying.
jail, by the way. How the hell are you the head of the FCC when you worked for the ISPs before, and then you repeal net neutrality, and then you're obviously getting paid by the suits that are in the position that whatever. This is another situation
He's
for
out
Ajit
now.
Pai.
He's not the chair anymore.
Good.
He's out,
He
baby.
better be out. And you know, if Ajit Pai, I know you're out. If I see you out on the street, it's on site.
On
It's
site.
on
Yes.
site.
On
You and
site.
your weird eyes and your nose. Like
And your teeth.
he looks like Peter Pettigrew. Like a real life what Peter Pettigrew would be. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he's pretty nasty. He
He's a
went
family.
back to work for those ISPs.
Right? Like,
But
come on. Like, hello.
yeah.
Hello. Like, I'm sorry, but the Mugatu line in Zoolander just makes more and more sense the older I get. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. And I have always just remembered that line since childhood from that movie. And you just say it throughout your life, but it just becomes truer and truer. Like, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Like, is no one watching this shit? Like, is no one paying attention? Like, hello, hello,
People
hello.
do, but they're just like I'm powerless. There's nothing. What can I do? What can I do as
Uh,
just a man
but we should have been paying
or a woman?
attention before these people get into these offices of power. We should have been paying attention to where it's like, yo, that the dude that's going to be chairman of the FCC just worked for these ISPs. Like, hello, but I'm also to blame. I am. I am no perfect man.
Well, we'll see. I mean, You know what? Just hats off to Aaron Epstein for
Yes,
humiliating AT&T.
I'm
Mad
glad.
flex.
I'm glad
But
he
shame on
needs
all the ISPs.
Is there like a photo of the ad that he took out? Like, I want to see the
Yes,
actual.
because it was shared. It was shared on like Colbert and
Let me
other
Google
other
this.
sources. They were like, "Here you go."
Oh my god, even just like searching in the Brave browser is like a weird experience. I feel like I'm
Like,
using
wait,
the
hold on.
bathroom at my friend's house, like during a slumber party. It's like, bro, everything's fucking weird. Oh no, dude, he was 90, bro. I didn't know he was
Old
90.
man,
Dude was 90. Give this man his internet.
deserve it.
Okay. Now, oh, and now AT&T, they also took out a paid advertisement in the paper, saying, "Dear Mr. Stanky." I don't know why that's so funny. Oh wait, no, that's not his name. Oh wait, oh, this is a different. Okay, well, apparently, um, oh, this is okay. Oh, this Stanky was the CEO of AT&T. Yo, bro, how is your name Stanky? You're literally the Stanky CEO.
Stanky.
He got a lot of that stank on him.
He invented the stanky leg.
So oh god, all right, I'm gonna end this podcast right here. But yeah, so in the advertisement, it says paid advertisement. It's like open letter to Mr. John T. Stanky, CEO AT&T. He called you all the way out, called out your government name, put out your middle initial there. Um, AT&T prides itself as a leader in electronic communications. Unfortunately for the people who live in North Hollywood, California, 91607, AT&T is now a major disappointment. Many of our neighbors are now creative technical workers in the Universal, Warner Brothers, Disney Studios, in an adjacent city of Burbank in our city. We need to keep up with current technology and have looked at AT&T to supply us with fast. Oh, homeboy went off. See, this is why you need old people because they got
He did.
time. They got time. He doesn't. He doesn't have anywhere to be. He is writing that shit,
They know how to stick it to you.
sipping coffee, like some good stuff too, some good coffee, something kids don't even know about, you know?
Mhm.
Like
Wringing
and
his
he's
hands, cracking his knuckles, being like,
exactly. He's got like an
"I
iron
get you."
shirt. He's like wearing a button-up shirt. It's like 8 in the morning. He's got like shoes, slacks, a belt,
Of
you know?
course.
Um that you were getting his thoughts.
He's already been up for 5 hours.
Exactly. Exactly. Um Yeah, so that it just hits way like if we wrote in a letter to like the CEO of AT&T, he's like, man, these upload download speeds are atrocious. You guys are lagging behind the infrastructure of 5G. No, he hits you like how your grandma like AT&T just got a 50 on their history on their history paper. You know that's what happened.
Ooh, oh no.
This guy hit it. You know what?
Oh no, they gotta show that. They gotta get every F signed
hmm
by a
Aaron
parent or
Epstein,
guardian.
shout out to you, sir. Shout out to you.
Salutes. Applause.
Good dude. Good dude. Um, yeah. So, applause for Mr. Epstein. Applause for the people we're going to lose in the upcoming robot apocalypse.
Well, that's everyone.
Yeah, ourselves included. Um, but yeah, guys, thanks for joining us for another week of shenanigans in the tech world. You can find us again next Thursday doing the same thing for you. Um, Edward, where can these folks find you during the week?
Oh, during the week, they can find me on Instagram. I'm on there at Edward James Hughes. You can also find me on Twitch, streaming some video games.
Did you?
That's every Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, and that's twitch.tv/Slim Daddy Big Bucks.
What's the next game you stream in there, man?
What did I stream last night? I streamed last night. What did I stream? What did I stream? I'm trying to think. Oh, I was streaming Little Nightmares.
Hmm.
Little Nightmares looks like a game that Tim Burton made,
Ah,
but it's
okay.
really cool.
I already know the aesthetic. I already know the vibe.
Hey,
I
man,
already know it.
it's a good time.
Just
Stop on by.
yeah, just give me a Helena Bonham Carter thing, and we're gonna fight club with Tyler Durden and Edward Scissorhands. All right, folks. If you want to
Okay, all right.
find me,
Yeah.
you can find me on Twitter at Peter Paris. That is Paris with two R's because we do it big like that. You can find me on Instagram, Peter_Paris. I do things. If you want to find me on TikTok, I'm at Pete Paris. Just some limey git. Got the Peter. Got the R. Got the Peter Paris. But find me on TikTok at Pete
Son of a
Paris.
bitch.
Son of a bitch. If you want to follow Tech is Bad and our musings, follow us on Instagram at Tech is Bad. If you want to find us on TikTok, follow us on TikTok at Tech is Bad. Live your lives, guys. Just get all those precious moments you can in before we are decimated by the robot horde. Love yourselves, love your mothers, love your fathers. You know, eat healthy. And we'll see you next week. Just stay good.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm all shifted this way. Peace. We love you. Bye.
Peace. There he goes.